this is Scott coming from DCC TV. I am honored and privileged to be with the great author, Todd Jones, today. Todd, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty fantastic after that type of introduction. That's quite something. Wow.
This is exactly what we need.
Yeah.
More local artists and everything like that. But so let's just get down to it. What got you inspired into writing?
Well, I think as a kid, I always loved comics. I used to borrow my grandfather's bike and I would ride up to this Days Inn that was really close to the house, and I would sit down on the floor in the lobby and I would read all the comics in there. And you know, just like anything, you start reading it and you just get excited by it, and you know, kind of want to do it yourself. So I started making comics when I was a kid, you know, just fun, and now as an adult I'm doing it. You know, it's kind of funny.
So what kind of comics did you write when you were a kid?
Ridiculous ones that usually involved other kids in the neighborhood. I think the first comic we did was called, this is going to date me a little bit, but we called it 1997 Future Shock, because, you know, it would put us all in our 20s and we thought that was like a great age to be, you know, and everybody had superpowers, and it was a dystopian future, you know, like Mad Max type stuff.
Very cool. So where are those comics now?
They've been destroyed. Yes, they can never be read. No, never again.
Never again?
Never again.
Okay.
I think there's one surviving copy of like the Sonic Blasters, which is another comic that we made, where like boom boxes were these weapons, you know, the barrels on the end. But yeah.
So Sonic Blaster, kind of like the ghetto blaster for us from the 80s.
Yes, except these were actual blasters, you know.
Okay.
Pew 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 pew. You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
It was fantastic comic, huge in the neighborhood. It's huge. Everyone had one.
So let's talk about some wicked awesome tales. So this is a local production, am I right?
Yeah, for the most part. There are some artists that have participated that, you know, are, you know, spread across the United States. Other guys that, you know, I've met at conventions and everything, but primarily it's I'm not even the, you know, actually the creator. It was inspired by my mentor, Ron Fortier, used to write the Green Hornet for Now Comics. Mm-hmm. Go Ron! But yeah, he got me into doing anthology comics. He challenged me one time. He's like, if you can do a story in 4 to 5 pages, then, you know, a 24-page story is easy, you know. So he challenged me to write like 4 to 5 page stories, and you know, I thought, oh, this will be nothing, and then I started doing it, and I was like, it's actually a little bit harder than, you know.
Harder than you think.
Yeah, it's a little harder than you think, but now it's, you know, it's easy. Yeah.
Well, second nature for you.
Yeah, but like you were saying before, most of the creators are local. Like this clown over here, Felipe.
Yep.
He's done the cover for us. He's contributed a story, you know. Sorry, I'm tired, so if I'm a little, sorry, I apologize. I'm a little frazzled, people. I'm exhausted, you know.
You're doing great. So, Wicked Awesome Tales 4 has just come out.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have in this, and what are we looking forward to in the series?
Well, it's pretty much more of the same that you got in the 3 issues prior, just weird stuff. You know, it's kind of like Twilight Zone meets Amazing Stories and Weird War Tales, you know, from like back in the day, like anthology comics like that. So we've got a little bit of everything, you know. You'll have like supernatural, sci-fi, there's some superhero stuff mixed in there, you know. And this issue we have Frankenstein versus a steampunk robot, so that's pretty badass, I think.
It sounds great. Mm-hmm. Anything else you're looking forward to at this Comic-Con?
Hoping I can get over and meet some of the voice actors from the Animaniacs. Yeah. Because I loved that cartoon as a kid. It's fantastic.
They are a great crew. Mm-hmm. Any final words?
I'll be back. Maybe not. This could be my last interview ever. This has been terrible. Oh, yeah. I got some questions for you. That's right. All right. Let's see here. Some Marvel trivia. For everyone that you get correct, I'll give you a piece of candy. All right. Let's start with something easy. Okay. How old is Apocalypse?
1,000 years old.
Over 5,000 years old. See, I just want to show.
What's the over-under on this?
You're not getting anything. I'm sorry for any wrong questions. Okay, what team is the Thing on?
The Fantastic Four.
There you go. All right, there you go. Take a piece of candy. All right.
Woo!
Good job.
Piece of candy.
Good job. All right. Let's see. Who was Daredevil's true love?
Who's Daredevil? No, I'm just kidding.
I think this interview is over.
Yeah, this is basically going to have to be it because I have no comic knowledge whatsoever. Make sure to click on. No, we're going to hold on to this. So make sure to click on like Todd Jones, like Wicked Awesome Tales. He's got a contest going on at the con, and by all means, stop by his desk and say hey. It's a very entertaining individual. So until next time, this is Scott signing off for DCC TV.